Well, good morning. Good morning. It's Head Cold Hargrave here this morning, I'm afraid, which is why my new chum Ian is sitting slightly away from me in the trying not to spread the germs. But yes, it's Rach here, an award-winning award writer with the awards people on the sofa of success again. Yay. Here at the Queen Victoria Arts Club, very kindly hosted by Jules and by Cassie. Thank you very much to them. So I met Ian at a networking thing, as you do, at the fabulous Bistro Live, wasn't it?
It was amazing, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love Bistro Live, great networking and very good food. Not that food should ever be a reason to go networking, we're told.
It helps though.
In the little networking book of do's and don'ts, but yeah, absolutely it helps. Yes. How many years have you been eating slightly curly sandwiches and slightly cold fries?
Too many.
So yes, if you ever find yourself in the fine city of Leicester on the last Thursday of each month, 11:45 till 2, I think, then let's Bistro Live know Sarah at Bistro Live, because they do a very good networking group. Anywho, we're not here to plug them, we're here to talk about Ian and his awards journey. So because Ian's a relatively new chum, and in the way of slightly dippy Hargrave, Head Cold Hargrave, I'm going to let Ian introduce you and tell you what he does and who he is and all that kind of good stuff, so you can know a little bit more about him. Ian, over to you.
Good morning, Rachel, and thank you for that introduction. So I'm Ian McKellar from Kudos Technology. As you say, a relatively new business. We've been trading for 18 months, but prior to that I've worked in the corporate world, and we supply office equipment, copiers, printers, faxes and scanners. And yes, people do still have faxes. For all those young people out there, there's some sort of piece of technology that sends a message from one device to another. It's really quite last century, but people still do need it. So we supply those. We're an HP Premier partner. Up until recently I worked for HP. They still, in my opinion, supply the best equipment in the marketplace. And I've gone from the corporate world to bring it back to the SMEs in the East Midlands. So that's the.
How's that going?
It's going really well. It's been a roller coaster, as you'd expect with any new business. Yeah. You know, it's had its highs and its lows. And I think I've tried to keep not getting too excited by the highs and not get too down with the lows. So it's trying to keep it on an even keel. But no, it's going really well.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And there was something now, when we were speaking at Bistro Live, there's something you do quite differently to, may I suggest, other office supply companies, in that how you supply these multi-purpose devices. And it's all to do with ink cartridge prices and machine prices, isn't it? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
You're obviously paying attention, I'm impressed.
Nothing to do with my notes.
so traditionally when people have acquired these type of devices, they've either purchased them outright and then they've gone and bought consumables for them. That tend to be at the lower end of the market. And then larger organisations typically will lease devices and then have them on service contracts. So we've been developing something with HP that sits somewhere in between the two, subscription print, and rather than going and buying the machine or leasing it, then you basically subscribe to it. So we supply the machine, we then have some automated processes that will send the toner or the ink as it's running out, before it runs out. So, and also next business day on-site service on the machine as well, even if you're a home worker, and all that for a single monthly subscription fee. And in return for putting that together, HP are giving people significant discounts on the consumables, which makes it a really economical proposition. You and I need to talk, because obviously you sent me some quotes over. Yeah. I no longer need to do the toner cartridge dance. All of you people will know what I mean. Come on, there must be another 50 copies in there. Because it's all done automatically, which is cool.